Coach, do you feel like 130 a little bit too much, or do you think that it's still gettable?
No, I thought it was gettable. It was a good pitch. We obviously lost a few wickets early on, put us up against it. We managed to sort of get something going while Dearval Davis was out there. It was always a chance. But we just kept losing wickets all the way through and eventually fell just short.
Unfortunately, I'm sorry for your loss, coach. But in the previous presser that we had, the New Zealand guy kept on emphasizing on how good your bowling was, the length, the fast bowlers, and how good and exceptional they were. But from your perspective and how you saw the game overall, how were the bowlers today?
Yeah, I felt we bowled really well. The plans were pretty good. We used the bouncer pretty well. That brought us a few wickets. Sid Mutasami on debut, I think bowled 4 overs for 19, 1 for 19. So that was outstanding as well. That's why I say 175. I think they had a good finish towards the end. The two guys played really well in that partnership towards the end, which gave them a competitive score, but still a gettable score. So the bowling, I think, was pretty good.
Right, Coach. Also, obviously, the nation's been rising on a high. I suppose you don't want to call it a setback, but it's sort of like it was kind of in a different format as well. It was kind of defeat that the country's sort of seen in a few months now. Sort of, how do you sort of just get the voice up after this kind of results? I know some of it is a lot of it is really mental and from the batting side, bowling side, what you're doing. And so, how are you going to get the guys up, especially for the next game?
Yeah, look, I think the nature of T20 is that, this is how it can go. They obviously got a good side. We also have a good side. We have a fairly young side. We didn't get any rhythm going really with our batting, particularly early on in the batting department. And I think that's quite key when you're chasing the score. Just getting some sort of rhythm going in the batting lineup, get a partnership early on. And obviously, if you don't do that, you're kind of behind the 8 ball and you're always trying to catch up. We know that we have the power to catch up, keeping an eye on the difference between runs required and the balls left. And we managed to bring that down nicely, but at the same time, we kept losing wickets. So it's just about finding that balance when you're chasing that score.
Andre had a good, obviously, test performance. Difficult start from T20s. You put that down to just like bad luck in some instances, or do you think maybe, like you had a bit of a situation with I know they call it baby AB, that he might be struggling at this point.
Struggling? I'm not sure about that. I mean, he's. I think we've got to bear in mind he's 19 years old. Not every time he's going to walk to the crease, he's going to smash 50s and 100s. I think at this age, obviously, in the first game against Zimbabwe, went for the pull shot, spliced it, and got caught today. He looked really good. Maybe got a little bit cute with the shot where he got out. But cricket certainly doesn't work in that way. Every time you get to the crease, it's going to be, a milestone innings. He's a talented player, but at the end of the day, he's 19 years old. And they'll make some errors that young players do. But we have all the confidence in him.
Good to get it back. So you spoke of balance at some point. Now going forward, this game is done nothing. But going forward, what are some things that you are going to work on or change for the next time that you're going to face New Zealand?
I think today's lineup was maybe a little bit experimental as well in terms of left-right combinations, all those type of things that you try and put in place to try and maximize the short boundary. Next time we play might be in the middle of the pitch. You don't make a decision like that. So it'll be different. Next game, you play what's in front of you, and we know that we have the firepower to win every game in the series. But we also respect our position. We are also beatable. We take it one game at a time.
Yeah, it's more similar, but I wanted to say two matches, and we have still to see someone who can then build a start. need to see a half century? Are you worried maybe?
No, I'm not concerned at all. I think the pitch in the first game was a little bit inconsistent. I thought the Zimbabwean batters struggled to get going as well. Obviously, Raza played well towards the end. Previous got 40, whatever it was, of 17 deliveries. If it really was about getting to a half century, he could have taken 6 more singles. But that's not what it's about. It's about people going out there, playing on the front foot. What we mean by that is, play your style of play, and if you're aggressive play, to play that way. So that's what we try to encourage. It's not so much about, getting to a 50. It's about playing in innings that can make an impact to win the game, and that's exactly what he did in the first game. And he was perhaps on track to do the same again today. But sometimes it goes for you, and other times it doesn't.
Take one more one from Larry.
A few days off, does it help you sort of like to rethink, regroup, or would you have rather had a match on Friday?
No, it'd be nice to have a couple of days off. Obviously, for some of the people who've been here since the test matches, it's been a while. To have some time off, I think we'll make the most of that, and then we get back going again when we on the next training session.
And then quickly, sorry, Brevis is back now, he's looking like a really good, and he just sort of believes he's an international player right now. How impressed have you been by his return after some time?
Yeah, we always knew what talent he possesses. Obviously, he's been around the world, and they've been exposed to different leagues around the world. They've been exposed to different pressures. At the end of the day, they've come into international cricket, both Brevis, Luanda, Kwena Mapaka. These guys are really talented youngsters. But at the end of the day, I think you have to be mindful of the fact that they come into the biggest stage of the world at 18 and 19 years old. So people sometimes just need to have a little bit of patience with these guys. Vastly talented players, but we fully confident in their abilities, and we trust them to go out there and do their thing.